Hi, my name's Rick MacClure from Australia, and we're at Dock at Dana Point Marina in California, and we're on board our brand new Nordhavn 60 called Last Samurai. My wife and I owned a 42-foot Lycrest before we got into the Nordhavn scene. We did a lot of cruising around the waterways of the Gold Coast in Queensland and up around Moreton Island. I was lucky enough to hook up with a gentleman called Peter Shepherd on his Nordhavn 55 called Sky back in Australia, and we teamed up and did a lot of travelling around Australia from Gold Coast up to the Whitsundays, down to Sydney, from Adelaide across the Great Australian Bight to Perth. We spent 3 weeks from Broome up to Darwin through the Kimberley region. And then we travelled then from Darwin across to Cairns, across the top of Australia. Then about 12 months later we travelled from Mexico in La Paz across to Hiva Islands in the Marquesas, just before Tahiti. So that was a fantastic time where I was very lucky to spend some time on that boat and did a lot of nautical miles and learned a lot about Nordhavns. We were looking for a cruising boat to retire on, and we had looked at everything as most people do, your Flemings, Selines, all the usual, Creddy Crogans. We even travelled to New Zealand to look at a purpose-built boat, which we did sea trial, but there was always something that just wasn't quite right. So one day when I came home from work, my wife said to me, I think I found the right boat on the internet. And it was a Nordhavn website. So we did some research, and we found out that Nordhavn for the first time were going to have a boat entered in the Century Cove Boat Show, which was right next door to where we live on the Gold Coast. So we ventured across and had a look at the 47 was there, which we loved the look of, but it just wasn't the right size for us. But the finishes and the workmanship that we could see went into the boat was exactly what we'd been looking for. So we ordered the 60 because they just decided to extend the 55 to the 60, and that's how we got into the Nordhavn 60. The staff at Nordhavn are fantastic, right from the salesman, our salesman Eric Leishman. He's just very knowledgeable and very helpful with any question that we needed answered as far as the build time went on the boat. Mike Jensen, who's the project manager, is just number one. Any question that you have, he's always there to answer straight away. And he's always at the factory. Every time you go to the factory, he always meets you there and always gives you the time that you need on your boat. Even though he has other boats on the go at the same time and other owners coming in at the same time as you, he always gives you the right amount of time that you need. The people at the factory in China, in Xiamen, are absolutely fantastic. Their workmanship is second to none. I've never seen timber work done inside a boat to anywhere near the standard that is done on a Nordhavn. And the one thing that really got me about their building is that they could have 4 boats lined up and be all exactly the same, but each one is individually built and handcrafted inside. Every single piece of material that goes into them is individual to that boat. There's no off-site building and then bringing it onto the boat and then just nailing it in. It's all done. So everything is rock solid. You never get a movement in the boat, even in large seas. They're very, very well done. I often get asked what I like most about Nordhavns, or what I like most about my particular boat, or our particular boat, I should say. It's very hard to put a finger on just one or two things. They're right from bow to stern. There are so many great things about these boats. Right down to the way the engine rooms are laid out, the amount of room that you have to move around down there to do repairs and do maintenance and engine room checks. Right down to the steering. all the components are very easy to get at. There's nothing hidden behind something. All access panels throughout the boat are very easy to get to, wiring looms to hoses that are run through the furniture, that sort of thing. It's all out of sight, but it's very easy to get to. The interior design that was done by my wife Diane is just absolutely fantastic. The materials and that she has chosen for the boat and has put together are just outstanding, I think. And it's very hard to do that sort of thing when you're trying to plan things 2 years in advance to the build, and then you hope that towards the end that it all just comes together, and we feel that it's come together magnificently. Our cruising plans in the future, to start off with, we'll head to Alaska, which a lot of people do when they're leaving Dana Point after commissioning. We'll head up there in April, May, and spend a few months up around Alaska, have a really good look around before we head back to Mexico. Our long-term plans are to basically make our way across to the Mediterranean after seeing the east coast of America and Canada, across Greenland, Scotland, and then back down into the Med. Then we'll make our way back to South America and then back across the Pacific and back to home. We plan on taking around 5 years to get the boat back to Australia, but as they say, in cruising everything changes, so we'll see how things go. This is Rick MacClure aboard Last Samurai, and thank you very much for joining us on this video, and I hope you enjoyed looking around the boat, and we hope to see you out on the water somewhere when we are travelling around enjoying what the world has to offer about our wonderful Nordhavn 60 Last Samurai. Thank you.